Cyberbrainer is an online training platform designed to help individuals and teams learn the latest technologies and become certified professionals, producing a comprehensive learning experience.
Next say, for example, on 29. I'm going to make a change over here. I'm going to say Edit and Approval Step by Manager. This is something which I want you to all maintain, clear notes and instructions over here in the Notes column. This is going to be very information for you. Very useful if you want to track all of these changes in the future. If you want to track all your changes that you're doing, I would go here and directly look at this, because it will just help me refresh my memory about all the changes that I had done in the past, and also, if there is some debugging that I need to do, I would just go in over here directly. Due date is going to be the actual due date for the entire business process. We saw due date at a step level. This due date is at an entire business process level. And again, if I want this particular due date to be based on the effective date, which means the effective date of this particular business process, I can just have it over here, enable autocomplete, just park it for now. There are certain actions which could be automatically completed, but for now, just leave it now. Next, I'm just going to have this particular steps over here. And if I want to make changes, I can make changes over here. Right now, let me just go to this particular type. Like I said, this particular type. If I just click on this particular type for step B, come on. Okay, I'm not able to change it over here somewhere over this. Oh, okay. This doesn't allow me to make changes. I just open a new step. So, in order to create a new step, I just click on plus over here, and if I say a new step, it's called as B1. And then I go to type, which is a drop down. If you see over here, I have so many different types of actions or different types of events that I can do. Number 1 is action. Action is nothing, but all of these that we saw over here, proposal, compensation, hire, additive work, they account. All these are delivered by work. So it's going to save a lot of time for me, and it's going to be easier as well. Alright. So I'm going to say type is going to be. Action means if I want to have any actions done over here. Next, approvals. If I want to have an approval, a single approval. If I want to have a single approval, then I've got to say approval step. So, for example, if I'm going to choose the step over here as approval. Since this particular definition is the error, I'm going to just go speak back and I'm going to kick me out. Alright. So I did my step 2. Okay, let me just add it over here again. So I'm going to say a 1. And in the type I'm going to say, approval. If I'm going to say approval, it means it needs to be approved. This particular step, which is going to come in as a 1, is going to be coming in as approval. And the person who needs to approve it, for example. Let me just put it as manager. I'm going to say this particular step is going to be approved by a manager. Next, I'm going to say that this deodorate, for example, probably the manager has to approve it within a day. Just come to the drop-down and I'm going to say 1 day. That's all clear. And I say, okay. And the moment I say okay, because I've given this particular step as a 1. This is going to come in right between steps A and B, because it is given SA1. Let's see how it comes enough. Oh, my column. Okay, they made some changes. Just removing their particular step, which is added out for simplification. Alright. So, if you see, this is the new step which I added. In order to add it, I went into the related actions of this particular business process. Business process. Edit definition. So when I said I edit that particular definition, it comes over here and this particular step is going to be available. So as soon as the hire is going to be initiated, for say example, if I'm going to be hiring Rian, it is going to be initiated first and immediately after that it is going to go across to the approval of the manager in that particular supervisory organization. That is the way this works. It's just a simple approval. And, like I said, I gave it as a 1. I gave it as a 1. It's going to come in right between A and B. If I'm going to give it as something like E1, it's going to come in right between E and F. So this is the ordering that Workday laws. Clear on this? Any questions here on how this works? Typically, definitely, you can change the ordering. You can change the ordering the way that you want to have. But again, there are certain actions which can be done only at specific places. That is the only thing that you need to note down, because I cannot perform or onboarding right at the start. Unless, otherwise I have certain things created, something like a Workday account created. I cannot have my onboarding done. Right. So that is not possible. Say for example this one, let me put this as 8, I'm just putting it as 8. So the Workday edit Workday account. I'm just putting it as 8, so it's going to come one step above. I'm just pushing it back or pushing it to the top. So this step has now become A. To edit Workday account is A, to ignore the errors for now. So first, it's going to be initiated. Then it's going to go across for an approval by the managers. Next, it's going to go across for editing the Workday account, which is going to be done by the security admin. And I think everybody will remember how this particular value is going to come in. So I go across to a supervised organization. For example, let's say, when we went into supervised organization, I'm going to have roles over here. So, because I'm going to be hiring somebody at a supervised organization level, all of these roles that you see over here. Let me say, I'm going to pick manager and security admin right now. So I have manager or somebody managers. Okay, so first I'm just going to pick manager. Next I'm going to pick security admin. Who? We don't have that security admin assigned over here. Let me pick another role, because it's assigned multiple places over here. Alright, let me pick compensation partner and management, because it could be assigned at different places. Security admin. Compensation per let me pick payroll. I don't have that. Okay, let's have just compensation. Partner and managers. Alright. So first off, I have compensation partners assigned to Northern and Auto Backer. So this particular step. So I didn't realize that we are over time. Alright. So first up. So when I say this particular proposed compensation hire, it needs to go across to the compensation partner. So in my supervised organization, when I'm going to be hiring somebody at a technology consulting any supervised organization, this step will go across to the compensation partners. Low Pay Backer and Northern Move. Because it is assigned at a supervisory organization level. And these are the people to whom this particular step, which is proposed compensation hire, is going to be triggered to next. If there is some action for a manager, it'll go across to Jamie Stone, because she's the manager assigned to this. Right. And again, you have to go back again to all the inheritance concept and assignment concepts, which we went through last week. Now, all of this, does it tie down together? Are we clear on this? How this works? And again, the payroll partner, I believe, is going to be assigned at a location level or some other level as well. So it's going to be assigned at a different level, maybe not at a supervisory or level. Now are we clear on whatever we've discussed so far? Is it clear? Are you clear on this? Because today we're not going to have much of activities, because I have just covered only the introductions. On Monday we'll be revisiting this, going deep. We'll be creating a definition by ourselves. And we'll be going through rule-based definitions and everything as well. So just a trivia for you. So, if I just go over, and, by the way, BP is going to be your prefix for business process. And I see hire over here. If I say hire, you will see hundreds of definitions, because this is a training tenant. You may see hundreds of definitions created over here. Alright. And which of these is going to be applicable for technology consulting? Any guess?
Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel.